So, imagine lying about your entire life. Not just one lie, not a small exaggeration, but everything. Your education, your job, your future. Now imagine the people you're lying to are the two people who trust you the most. Your parents. This is the story of Chandler Halderson, and how one fake life slowly collapsed on camera. Chandler Halderson looked normal, mid-20s, living at home, quiet, polite, the kind of guy no one would ever think twice about. He told everyone he was a college student, said he was finishing a degree, said he had a high-paying job lined up. His parents believed him. Why wouldn't they? They bragged about him, supported him, paid for his lifestyle. But here's the thing, none of it was real. Chandler wasn't enrolled in college. He never was. The job he talked about didn't exist. The emails he showed his parents were fake. The company wasn't even real. And the scariest part? He kept this lie going for years, until one day, it all came crashing down. On July 1st, 2021, Chandler's parents, Bart and Krista Halderson, went missing. Chandler told police a simple story. He said his dad had taken his mom to their cabin, said everything was fine. But almost immediately, things didn't add up. Police checked the cabin. No sign of them. No luggage. No food. Nothing. Then a disturbing discovery was made. Human remains were found near the Wisconsin River. And suddenly, this wasn't a missing persons case anymore. When police brought Chandler in for questioning, he didn't seem nervous. He didn't panic. He talked. A lot. Halderson was questioned on the 8th of July and taken into custody immediately after the interview due to spreading false information about a missing person. Today, we bring you an in-depth breakdown of Halderson's interrogation and his guilty conscience. Halderson enters the interview room and sits down stiffly. He appears uneasy in his own skin, like an overgrown child still wearing his old high school swim team hoodie from 2013. Halderson waits for the officers to arrive. His nervousness is almost palpable as he walks into the interrogation room, where he is briefly left alone. He wipes his clammy hands on his jeans and leans forward, adopting a posture that signals tension. As time goes on, Halderson slowly relaxes back into the chair. He begins scanning the room, taking in his surroundings. He stretches his legs out. They had been held tightly before, perhaps without him even realizing it. The longer he is left by himself, the more agitated Halderson becomes. His legs start to itch. He feels the need to constantly shift his position in the chair. His breathing becomes quicker. He has been left alone with his thoughts, and those thoughts are consumed by anxiety. Halderson stands up and presses his ear against the wall, trying to hear if anyone is talking about him. Do they know he's guilty? Is it possible they already know? The moment he hears movement outside the room, Halderson pulls his head away from the wall, only to put it back again shortly after. He then looks around the room, realizing that his eavesdropping may have been captured on camera. But where are the cameras? He scans the room and counts them. His actions are becoming increasingly suspicious to any officers who might be watching. Halderson is told to change chairs so that he is facing the camera. As he sits down and speaks to the officers, we immediately hear anxiety in his voice.
What's going on?
He avoids eye contact while asking his question, instead staring downward. Halderson's eyes are wide, and his posture is tight and restricted, suggesting an adrenaline response. When Chandler is informed about the purpose of the interview, his eyebrows tense and draw together. He is concerned. He gestures broadly, questioning the officers' motives and wondering just how much they really know.
So yesterday, July 7th, I came to your house where you live with your parents, Bart and Krista Halderson. And the reason I was there is you had gone to the Windsor Police Department and reported them missing, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you reported your parents missing. We got some information from you yesterday. We've been following leads last night, working today to, go through different things, just trying to locate them, right? So I guess if you want to start with, let's just go back to last Wednesday.
Wednesday. I was with my dad. What time Wednesday? I remember it. It was kind of a bad day.
Okay. Why was it a bad day?
Well, my mom had work, so she was gone. My dad and I were watching something over lunch. It was The Wheel of Fortune, and we normally have the couch, like with our back facing the table we sat at the end of you coming.
Downstairs or upstairs?
Downstairs.
Okay.
In that room with the TV. I tossed the ball, and I smashed the glass
Okay.
with the dog's help. That set my dad off.
As Halderson is discussing what happened the previous Wednesday, what stands out is how slow his speech is, and he is also taking calculated breaks in between his sentences, almost as if he was retracting a memorized text.
We tried to clean it up. I don't know about him, but I got injured. But he was mad. He didn't really talk to me too much that day. My mom got home at 5, I believe. That's her normal, 5:20 to 5:30.
What time does she work, you know?
7:30 is when she leaves. I don't know her hours, but I know when she leaves
Okay.
is 7:30. And then all the way up till 5, and she comes home 5:20, 5:30.
Did she come home about 5:20, 5:30 that day?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So you were tossing a ball. What type of ball was it?
It's this gross, hairy tennis ball that Rizzo loves.
All right. Just like a green tennis ball, like a normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the squeaker. Not like a tennis racquetball, but
They don't chew
dogs.
those. My
Tennis
dog
ball.
chews those out of any tennis ball. They just chew the squeakers out and then they don't play with them anymore. All right, so you was tossing that around, broke the fireplace glass. You said you were injured. What type of injury?
I got a pretty deep hole in my foot.
The-
Last night, Mary looked at it and she said the reason it keeps bleeding is because there's glass in it.
Oh,
So,
that's the. You showed us your toe.
Yeah, I showed the
Okay.
detective Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Wednesday, back to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Once I got all the glass out of the dog's hair, she didn't sustain any injuries.
Good.
Nothing even on her nose. She got it with her shoulder bone, I believe. And the rest, he didn't really talk to me. I went back to doing like a job search, kind of just shitting my day away. Just getting games, YouTube maybe. That's when I came across one of the jobs I liked. Then 5 o'clock rolled up by and Mom came home. Dinner,
What did you guys have Wednesday night?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Who made it?
I think it was probably just stuff from the fridge.
Okay.
I think we all did our own thing again.
Sure.
Another detail of Halderson's body language which clearly shows his anxiety is his constant touching of either his legs or arm, which acts as a coping mechanism. Halderson is also avoiding eye contact for the majority of the interview, indicating dishonesty.
By the way, a detective at my house said something's happened, and while we were leaving, people were going inside. Is there a warrant for my house?
Should there be?
No, I'm just wondering if...
Okay.
Halderson instantly changes the subject of the questioning, this time switching his tone to an assertive one, and looking the detectives in the eye. This behavioral switch is sensed by the detectives, and when challenged, he returns to his previous attitude. The instability of his behavior suggests that he has a hidden motive.
Can they go
As
in?
far as I know, they were at your house and they were going to be there talking to you to ask if you would come up here and talk to
Yeah,
us.
but Officer Haley just walked pretty much in to the gate, the gate on the outside. Just kind of walked in. I was wondering.
Was that when you were getting your wallet?
No, we were. I was in the car waiting to leave. I was just wondering if everything's okay because she
Okay.
said something's happened
Okay.
and we need to go down.
All right. I'll find out what that's about.
Well, has anything bad happened?
Not sure. All right. So Wednesday night, Mom comes home. Dad was angry. Was he yelling, or what was? How would you describe Dad being angry?
It was he would yell if you said something to him. I guess if you talk to him, if you give him his space, he'll be okay. So
Wednesday night.
Wednesday, if you just give him his space. That's all we did. Just give him his space. He wouldn't yell or do anything.
Okay.
That's all we had to do. Ma and I went to clean, do some laundry, make our beds, stuff like that. We had an early night. No TV that night.
Gotcha. What time did your parents go to bed Wednesday night, do you think?
I was in bed at 8.
You were?
know. Yeah.
Okay.
6
Okay.
dogs.
We talked about that yesterday. 6 a.m. is kind of your deal, right? 6 a.m.
Yeah, that internal clock now. I
Yeah.
haven't used the thing in a while.
All right.
6. I don't often eat breakfast, so I kind of just stay in my room on my phone. Help my mom out getting ready in the morning. She left for work at 7:30. I got her whatever she had to do. What was it? It was meaningless tasks, like just daily, like pillowcase changes and sheet changes, stuff like that. In the morning.
Before work?
Yeah, that's what we always do. Then she's gone. My dad starts the grill around 8:39
In the morning?
to get the temperature right.
Was he working from home that day, or?
Yes.
Okay.
We ate the grill. Nothing really happened between that. We kind of either were outside with the dogs from the lighting of the grill, him going in, taking a couple calls now and then, or emails or something. But we just kind of watched the grill and waited to get it set steady at the hamburgers for $3.50-ish.
Okay.
Then, we just kind of waited. Sorry, I'm really trying to with the memory.
That's fine.
Then, we went to go do our own things. I went back to a little bit more job searching. This time I branched into DeForest instead of just Windsor looking. He went back to work. We planned on something went well. Then we just kind of hung out, and my mom gets home, and I start shrimp scampi for my dad, because that's what he wanted, but we didn't have shrimp, so I made shrimpless scampi. That's where they told me while we were eating it they were going to go with their friends, and I was like, oh, cool.
And they said they were going cabin.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
We're going up north. That's how they
friends,
refer to it.
Who said that, Mom or Dad?
Ma. Friday morning, I woke up. They had left with the stuff. It was all set out. They remembered the gas.
He confidently repeated his story. But detectives had already started pulling threads. They asked about school. Chandler said he was enrolled. They asked which classes, which building, which professor. His answers started getting vague. Then came the moment everything shifted. Detectives contacted the school. Chandler was never a student there. Not this year, not last year, not ever. The job he claimed to have? Fake. The emails? Forged. Every pillar of his life collapsed in minutes. And you can see it happen on his face. The confidence fades. The pauses get longer. Police confront him with the truth. No school, no job, no future. And Chandler doesn't explode. He doesn't cry. He just keeps lying. Then police drop the final bomb. They tell him his father's remains have been found. And for the first time, he breaks. Not with tears, not with grief, with silence. Investigators later uncovered what really happened. Chandler shot his father, dismembered his body, burned parts of it in a fireplace, dumped the remains. Then he murdered his mother days later, because she was starting to ask questions he couldn't answer anymore. All because he couldn't admit the truth, that he was nothing like the person he pretended to be. At trial, the evidence was overwhelming. The lies, the digital trail, the surveillance, the remains. The jury didn't hesitate. Chandler Halderson was found guilty on all counts. He was sentenced to life in prison. And what makes this case so disturbing isn't just the violence, it's how far someone will go to protect a lie. Because sometimes, the scariest thing isn't anger, it isn't rage, it's the fear of being exposed.